what's new? If you're new, my name is Cassandra. Today I am sharing with you guys my once a month meal plan for the month of August. For anyone who's new, we are a family of 7. Kids range in age from 9 all the way down to 5 weeks old. Obviously the 5-week-old is not eating in this meal plan, but just to give you a little bit of a better idea on where those kids fall in age, and that can also explain some of the meals that we're having and all of those things. I grocery shop once a month for my large family right at the beginning of the month using this meal plan. Obviously through the months and through the seasons the meals change, and it helps from keeping things from getting stagnant or getting in meal ruts and things. So heading into August is when the garden really will start to produce. We also try to grow as much of our own food as possible. That being said, August is when that really starts to kick off. We've already had a couple of really good harvests coming in for vegetables and things. So this meal plan is really based off what's fresh coming in out of the garden to use as much of that as possible while it's fresh and it's beautiful and it's delicious. And then of course all of our extras get preserved and we'll use later throughout the winter and things like that. So my first meal is a chicken broccoli rice bake. Typically I will make this as a decent sized casserole, and then we will use whatever leftovers as sides for the next couple of days for other dinners. It works really well that way. This is a meal that my kids used to really like, and now they don't like quite as much, except when the broccoli is like fresh out of the garden. That's when it tastes the best in all of our opinions. So we're gonna use that once broccoli starts really coming out. I have about a gallon of broccoli in my fridge right now actually, so it'll be a good way to use some of that stuff up. We're also gonna do a stir fry. I love to do stir fries when I have just a crazy amount of vegetables coming out of the garden, because that's when the stir fries are the best. I have snap peas, green beans, peppers, zucchini, all sorts of stuff. Obviously broccoli, I've even got cauliflower starting to come out now. So all of that stuff is really easy to just chop up, prep, throw in a big wok, make a big stir fry. We'll eat that usually over rice, but sometimes I'll get some lo mein style noodles and we'll eat it over noodles. It's really delicious and everyone really likes that meal. Even my husband, who isn't super excited about all of the vegetables that end up going into the stir fry, he even eats it because it's just really Also gonna do quesadillas. I like to do quesadillas, especially now that we have a Blackstone, because I can prep all of the fixings for the inside of the quesadillas and everyone can kind of customize their own for what they like. Obviously with 6 people that are eating, everybody has different likes and dislikes, and I like to plan meals where I can just lay a ton of toppings out and everyone can put in what they want. You'll see that a lot throughout this meal plan, especially in the summer when the garden is just exploding with all sorts of options. That way we can put in fresh onions, fresh peppers, fresh tomatoes, lettuce, all of that stuff that the kids or myself or my husband will like, and it's just like a big buffet. They can grab what they want, put it in a bowl, bring it out to my husband, who will actually make the quesadillas on the Blackstone, just kind of dump it on their quesadilla with cheese and it's good to go. Really love that. So we're gonna do quesadillas, and quite honestly we might end up doing that a couple times throughout the month as long as I have tortillas, or I can always make fresh tortillas for that meal because it's a family favorite and it just goes over so well. I'm also gonna do a ravioli with this really nice ravioli sauce that I make. I got the ravioli sauce recipe off of Pinterest. If I remember, I can link it down below. If you go to look for the link and it's not there, just comment. I will put the link because I'm terrible at remembering to link things. But really great. It's really easy and it just elevates your ravioli from like a regular Alfredo sauce or a regular red sauce. It's just so good. We've also done this with tortellini, or I've made this sauce and put it right over pasta and added some sort of protein in, and it's really delicious. We're also gonna do sloppy joes. Still working through all of that sloppy joe mix that I canned a couple of years ago, still having tons of that on the pantry shelf. And that's a really good one to just throw in the crock pot, especially if I know I'm gonna have a really big canning day or a really big preservation day, to be able to just take something and put it in the crock pot and have dinner done for later in the day is great. With our sandwich scene, we're also gonna do BLTs. We're also going to do some sort of chicken wrap or some sort of tortilla protein wrapped with lots of garden vegetables. This is another one. As long as things are coming out of the garden with the BLTs and the chicken wraps or the lettuce wraps, whatever you want to do, so great. We eat a ton of those this time of year because everything is just abundant and really great. We'll also do a lot, you can just leave it right here, honey, just leave it right here. We'll also end up doing those a lot of times for lunches, especially on the weekends when my husband's home as well. Just really, really great. We're also gonna do KFC bowls. That was a request. Typically I really only make KFC bowls in the winter time just because it's potatoes and gravy, it's a little bit warmer, it's a heavier meal, but it was a request, so we're going to do that. We're also going to make patty melts. My kids absolutely love patty melts. It's another thing that we can do out on the Blackstone. It's one of those meals that if I'm having a really heavy preservation day, I can pass it off to my husband and be like, here you go outside, make dinner, let me clear the kitchen off. Because sometimes during big preservation days, it can be a little overwhelming when you have a lot of little kids that like need to eat at a certain time to, you know, stay happy and all the things, avoid the hangry, and your kitchen is just obliterated by canning projects or preservation projects. And it's really easy to just have the patties prepped and I can just hand everything off to him and he can go outside and I can try to pull the kitchen back together and the kids can still eat. So that's a good one to have in your back pocket. We're also gonna do chicken salad. This is another one that we really like because I can prep a lot of it. My husband can bring it to work with him for lunches, especially with it being as hot as it is. It's nice to be able to prep chicken salad even at the beginning of the day, like while the newborn is having a really long nap or something. Get it in the fridge, have it cool by the time dinner rolls around, and we can pair it with a garden salad or something like that. Really great. Another one that we do a lot this time of year is just straight up tacos. With all of the garden produce, you have to take advantage of it, and of course we're gonna do great tacos. We're also gonna do chicken patties. I got a bag of chicken patties from Aldi as like an insurance meal for me last month. It worked out so well. Everybody actually really liked it. A lot of the times when you're used to like cooking home cooked meals, those convenience items just don't even taste good. You don't even really want to eat them. They're just not great. But everybody really liked the chicken patties, so we're gonna do that again this month just as a meal to have when I need something quick to pull out of my back pocket. I'm also gonna do strombolis. This is a family favorite, really great. I already have pizza dough prepped in my freezer, so this will be another one. I can just pull the pizza dough out of my freezer. We can pull anything that's coming out of the garden, pair it with like even just some leftover meat that's in the fridge that needs to be used up, throw it in the stromboli with some cheese and it'll be good to go. I love having that meal in my back pocket. We're gonna do some sort of grilled pork chop with a pasta salad, probably a teriyaki marinated pork chop with like a mayo-based macaroni salad. That's really great. It's a family favorite meal around here, so we will most likely do that. I'm going to do also a taco melt. This was another request from the kids. It's just taco meat with a Spanish style rice that I make. We top it with cheese. You can put potatoes in it, nacho cheese, kind of whatever you want. We wrap it in a tortilla and then I'll give it a quick pan fry and a little bit of butter. Absolutely delicious. And once again, you can pair it with whatever's coming out of the garden. It's going to be fantastic, and also just kind of like a quick easy meal to throw out of your back pocket when you need it. I could also prep these, get them in the freezer, and use them as a convenience meal. A new one for me this month is going to be a cream cheese chicken and broccoli stuffed croissant. Saw it on Pinterest, looks really great, really easy. I think my kids will get a blast of actually assembling these as well. So we're gonna see how that goes over. I will keep you updated on that meal. Another request was the Olive Garden chicken gnocchi soup. That is a hard family favorite. Everybody likes it. I've got fresh spinach coming out of the garden right now. Carrots should be coming out of the garden here momentarily. So it'll be a really nice meal. Also utilizing what's coming out of the garden. We're gonna do queso in the crock pot. Probably on like maybe a Saturday morning, I'll put queso in the crock pot. And then come for the afternoon time, we'll do nachos. You can do queso over hot dogs or over fries. Possibilities are endless, and then we'll eat it usually for like a late lunch, early dinner or something like that, and just keep the queso crock pot on throughout the afternoon and throughout the evening, and whenever anyone needs a little bowl, they can come get a little bit of queso, put it over whatever they want, and it'll be good to go and kind of just up and available. We're also gonna do a turkey pot pie. I canned turkey pot pie filling over the fall time, springtime, and we haven't used any of that turkey pot pie filling yet. I also got a ton of pie crust from Aldi when they were on sale for like $1 a piece. So I have everything I need to make that meal. It's gonna be 100% free for me to make because I'm pulling it off of what I already have. And it'll be a super easy convenience meal. So we're gonna do that, and I will let you guys know how the turkey pot pie filling that we canned actually works out for us. So I'm excited to get that one. We're also gonna do kebabs twice. I figured for these I will do steak tips, chicken, and shrimp with peppers, onions, maybe some tomatoes from the garden. We'll throw all that stuff on the Blackstone. It'll be really easy, good to go. And we are definitely gonna do that meal twice because it is a family favorite. We only do kebabs during the summertime when the garden is fresh and we have all the best vegetables. So we're definitely gonna make sure that we do that a couple of times throughout the next couple of weeks while things are just popping off. We're also gonna do loaded subs. Same reason, garden. Really easy, really great. I will get my sub rolls from Walmart. I'm not in my season to make all of my breads right now. Really great, easy meal, fantastic. I love to have it, especially if we are wanting to go out, go fishing with the kids. I can prep all these sub rolls. We can go out fishing and just bring dinner with us. We are also gonna do some French onion pork chops. I have lots of pork in my freezers right now. We buy all of our meat in bulk. I probably should have mentioned that at the beginning of this video. So my freezers right now are full of ground beef, lots of different fish that we fish for ourselves, and then we buy pork once or twice a year from our neighbor. So I've got lots of pork chops right now, and we're definitely gonna do that. We are also gonna do a chicken parmesan. This was also a request from my husband, so we'll do that. I'll probably throw some fresh tomatoes in it from the garden. It's going to be absolutely delicious. I'm so excited for it. Lately, over the last couple of weeks, basically since having my 5th baby, we've been picking up rotisserie chickens like once or twice a month, and either we'll throw that rotisserie chicken in a pasta dish or something, or we will just eat the rotisserie chicken with like a pasta salad or some fresh things that we have in the fridge. And it has quickly become a family favorite. The kids want to continue that, so we are also going to do some sort of rotisserie chicken that we pick up from a local grocery store, and the kids have just been really enjoying it. The chickens are really great, and it is a very cheap, like easy takeout-ish meal as a large family because the chickens are like $5 a piece. Usually we will get 2 of them, and it's good to go for our family with leftovers, of course. So for $10 we can feed our large family, and it's really great. So we've been doing that, and we are going to continue that because it's just been very nice. Basically, since having Juniper about 5 weeks ago, we have been ordering out about-ish, not every week, but about once a week-ish. And it has been the break that me and my husband have needed in this season, just because it is still summertime, all the kids are home, and we still want to be able to take the kids out to do fun things and hit up parks later in the evening, or take them fishing and things like that, get out on the boat and have that family time. So a lot of the times it's just, hey, we are out and about, we were out on the boat, let's stop at the sub shop on the way home, pick up sandwiches, or let's stop at the pizza shop on the way home, pick up a pizza, whatever it is. And I do not regret it. I'm not even gonna justify it because it's just the season of life, and it has made everything much easier for both of us in this transitional period. My husband's also working mandatory overtime right now. I said I'm not justifying it, but here I am justifying it, but it's been really great. We're going to continue that. And the last meal we're gonna do is a crock pot beer battered broth. Like that is my meal plan for our large family for the month of August, utilizing what's coming out of the garden right now, out of the orchard right now, and also just what we have in our back stock of freezers and pantry. I hope wherever you guys are, you're having a fantastic day. Thanks for taking time to hang out with me, talk about once a month meal planning heading into August, and I will catch you guys in another one. Bye.